What do you notice?
I'm in a star city.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
It's still working as the star city. So there's water around it. It's lush with trees. The structure of the buildings, the wall, it's a multi-pointed star. The sun is out. It feels very contemporary, and it's really a long time ago.
Mm. Tell me more about it. Tell me about this star, you said?
Now we call them star forts. But it's
What is a star fort?
Star fort is a place where energy is directed, where energy is...
Can you tell me what it looks like?
To see the star, you're above it. So I was coming down from the cloud. I could see it
Beautiful.
best. And when I'm standing in it, it looks like a city, like with an odd-shaped wall. Like there's other buildings in there. The stonework is big. The stonework is perfect. The stonework is smooth. The stonework it's alive. There's something about the water and the stone that's in live communication. It's in
the stone and the water.
Mm-hmm. The structures and the water are in active, like open communication. I'm in an open plaza. Like I'm in an open plaza that is...
So from that perspective, what do you notice as you look around?
The walls are higher than me, but not by like floors and floors. There's ways I could walk up to the top. The wall of the star fort itself is wide, but it's a single block.
Mm-hmm.
The stone it's a light beigey yellow, a creamy color. If I look, there's openings in it, like windows without glass.
And do you look outside of the star fort, or are these into other rooms within the star fort?
No, you look out then across the landscape, the greater landscape. Because it's like it's a node. It's a node in a much bigger network.
Is it on a planet?
It's on this planet.
It's on this planet.
Yeah.
Are there other star forts on this planet? Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's many. There's many at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all part of some sort of a network that is also in communication with the cosmos, through the ether, the electromagnetic field is like the filter.
So what do you communicate with?
What do I communicate with?
Are you communicating with others like yourself?
What I communicate with is my voice.
Oh, sorry. Who do you communicate with?
Who do I communicate
This network. Yeah, just tell me more about what this is a part of.
It's a part of everything. We communicate with everybody here, and though we communicate with some places, some other places in the universe.
Anything else within the star fort that you're in that stands out to you?
It's open and empty. There's no other people there. There's this tree. There's this...
Within the fort?
Within the fort. Small, deciduous. Like, it's not taller than the walls of the star fort. It's very green.
Mm-hmm. And as you look at yourself now, you look down at your feet, what do you notice?
I'm in sandals
Mm-hmm.
made of leather. Yep.
As you follow up your legs, you
And
bring
some
it
sort of
in.
more of a roby garment,
Is there a color?
off-white.
Mm-hmm. Any jewelry or ornamentation?
Yes. Cuffs,
Mm-hmm.
metal cuffs on my wrists.
And what do those signify?
It's this real back and forth between they're impeding or they're amplifying. They're impeding or they're amplifying.
Do they both do the
Like-
same thing?
They both do the same thing, and it's something to do with my ability to materialize things out of the ether.
Beautiful. Okay, I want you to move to the time when you were given these cuffs. You're there now. And tell me what you notice. What's happening?
It's a big deal. There are other people around. It's like a ceremony of some sort, very what we call it Greek Roman architecture. Like there's somebody at the top of the stairs. There's pillars. There's
Mm-hmm.
me on the stairs. There's people at the bottom of the stairs and like a larger plaza-y space. We're all in pseudo, roby, Greek Roman-esque flowy garb.
And what do you notice about your own body? Do you feel young? Old?
I feel young adult, like adult and young adult.
Are you male or female?
Female,
Healthy?
yes.
Okay, so you're receiving these cuffs.
Yeah.
What's happening?
The sense is that like this changes everything. Like it's something then that is a real shift in life chapter. Like it's never going back. I'm leaving things behind.
Do you have new responsibilities?
Yes.
Will you be around new people?
Yes.
And how do you feel about this?
It's like excitement, there's awe, there's tenderness, there's grief, but not overwhelming, like healthy grief. Healthy. Mm-hmm.
And is there anyone around you that stands out?
There's just the dude in the colorful. It's red, extra robe, like white, longer curly hair, beard, older,
I'm telling you,
powerful, like a little wizard meets Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. What's your relationship with him?
He is the one who does this. Like he is the figurehead who specifically doesn't make the cuffs, but he charges and activates them. He activates them.
Tell me about that.
And it's through sound vibration that they are. Yeah, from his voice, he activates them. They are then alive. I made them. So the person makes them. And then they are extra somehow activated before placed.
Okay, so before they are activated, what are you leaving behind?
like family, childhood, simpler, freer life. That role in the community of I am gaining title with responsibility. I am leaving behind simply being who I was as I was born then.
And so, from this perspective, when you're having your cuffs activated, how do you see what you're moving towards?
That I am becoming one of those who, something in the stars above, something, read the stars, no, like I translates.
What will you be translating? You'll be translating?
The frequencies from above to below. Mm-hmm.
So tell me more about how these cuffs are involved in that.
And the smile is it's like, well, it's the Sanjiao channel, which is tied to hearing, where they are placed then in terms of the inside and the outside. Like all the meridian points, all the meridian channels that flow through the wrists, and all of the physical, like body organs and functions that they are then tied to. It's like it allows the cosmos to come into the body.
And then what do you do with that?
Then I know which sounds to make with my voice. I know which sounds to make with the organs and other instruments to program the water.
The organs?
The organs, like the organs that we now know in a church.
Yeah, okay.
Then channel, program energy fields, which then that frequency goes into the water, which is then how it travels the earth.
And is that the way in which it's alive?
The water or the cuffs?
The water.
It's working the crystalline consciousness of the water. Water is alive. All water is alive.
Mm-hmm.
All water is alive, and it is so because we put consciousness into it. We put frequency into it. We put intent into it. It's like carrying food. It's alive with frequencies that then serve as food for everything that is around it. So yes, the trees eat that water, eat that frequency. And though as the water moves, like from the canals that are holding a specific frequency programming, and the tree then sucks up that vibrancy and uses it in its specific magnificence to grow fruit, grow leaves, grow whatever. And then that water then leaves the leaves and heads into the atmosphere again. It now has a different frequency in it, and then as it comes back down to the earth in rain, back into those channels that are connected all over the planet, it then receives another song.
Beautiful.
Receives another song.
So this is your job then that you're
Yes.
Okay.
And the song then that I put in comes from listening to the planet and listening to the cosmos.
Beautiful.
Harmony.
Okay. So now I want to go back to the time when you're standing in the star fort. Back here now in the star fort. Tell me what's going on.
Nothing.
So how do you feel about that?
Still. not quite creepy, but I don't feel fully alive.
You don't feel fully alive?
No.
Describe that for me. In what way are you not fully alive?
It's like it is not that place, that star fort, that I want to go and look at the window in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
The water is dried up. The star fort, it's now not active.
So what is it that you're doing now?
Back to that tree. What is the purpose of this?
Mm-hmm. So there's one tree there?
One young, thin, healthy, cute tree that has a lot of trunk with no branches, and then like this kind of umbrella-shaped top of leaves.
Okay. So curious about this tree.
I am, and as I look down now, I don't have cuffs on.
Okay.
Now I don't have cuffs on. And there's this tree. I'm walking towards that tree.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good, like it feels soothing. It's a bit of shade. Its energy field around it feels very, soothing. I didn't realize that I was actually quite tense out in the open of the stone plaza. But it feels good to be close to this tree and in its shade. There's like a little bird in there yellow and black, that I didn't realize was there before. It's singing. It's looking at me.
And as the bird looks at you, what is it seeing?
Looking at myself through the bird's eyes, I look disheveled and unbathed and dirty. I look like I've been wandering without shelter, food. Like I look rough. Yeah.
I want you to give the bird your voice for a moment. And I would like to ask the bird a question. What would you like to communicate to this person at this time?
She is right. She is alive. She is right.
What does she write about?
It was right. She was right to stop communicating then. She was right to do it.
What was it that she did?
She took off her cuffs.
And why did she do that? Why was it appropriate?
Because they weren't right. They weren't right. They weren't right all along. Oh. I'm seeing an image of the Santa wizard dude again. There was distortion put in. Oh, that's a lot of sensation in my wrist tightness into my hands right now. Yeah, there was something else put in that was not spoken, that was not right, that was not... Interference was put in. And she was right that it was there.
When did she notice that there was interference?
Oh, it took a while. Yeah. She sang many songs.
What happened as a result of her working with the distorted cuffs?
She then took part in with the many others of bringing isolation to this planet.
And so, as the bird, what do you know about this dude who activated them?
The bird knows that he's actually terribly, terribly lonely.
What was he hoping to achieve?
Not being alone. He was hoping to that control would achieve, like separation, control over a domain would achieve some form of like connection, some form of feeling a loss. Like, yeah, that place of addiction, you know, when you have a hole in your chest that you just keep trying to fill with stuff. You try to fill it with a whole world, just for himself, without there was something about being in communion with the other places that he was experiencing as more loneliness.
He was experiencing?
Yeah, so without being in communion with the other star places, without the other places in the universe, he thought he would feel less lonely, because everything here then would be with him, just with him, just with him.
So what did end up happening? What happened?
Many things ended, and many people felt lonely. Many people felt lost, lonely. There's an ache in my chest. Yeah, there's an ache in my upper chest now too.
So they didn't feel more connected to
him? No.
Oh.
No. They longed for the they longed for the inhale, exhale from the universe to the planet, from the planet to the universe. They longed for that. This breath, it would go all the way out and come all the way back and go all the way down and into this planet, and it would go all the way up and out. They longed for this breath.
Okay, beautiful. So now, from the perspective of this woman, this female, I want you to just leave that scene, and I want you to move to an important day.
Before we go there, I did it.
What? Oh.
It is important for me to say, I did it.
Okay, tell me more about that.
I did it. Yeah, I took the cuffs off, and I broke something. I broke the network? No, I broke
something to do with the
communication. I broke something that has to do with communication. Oh, yeah, to and from him. And the rest of the planet.
He was communicating through these cuffs?
No, he was putting distortion in that we actually amplified every time that we sang, but we didn't know that at first. But in that, because he put, the distortion came from him, so the thing that I broke in the cuff actually was an access point to him. Like to his essence. And I broke that bond. I didn't block it, I broke it. Yeah.
Okay, and you were right about that.
Yes.
And so what happens as a result of you breaking that?
The cost is high. Was it just me? No, it wasn't just me.
Others took off their cuffs?
Yeah, so
more.
We broke it. And that though, the cost was high.
What was the cost?
The cost was that the rest of that beautiful system stopped working. the star forts, the water, the organs, the electromagnetic, like sourcing energy from the field, the ethers, the atmosphere. Yeah, we broke that. And we did it. Why? Because there was something about when we were no longer in open, deep breathing with the cosmos and just here then, we all would have become filtered through him. We all would have not eaten, but we all would have been, like the inhale, exhale would have been from the planet to him to back. We all would have become him.
Mm-hmm. And so what happens as a result then? Or what are the...
Becoming him is bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Yeah. So to stop this then, it means we chose to give up the technology, the songs, the connection with the earth that we had through this technology of the water and the shapes and the forts and the organs. We separated ourselves more. We were no longer all living as one consciousness, one field, one field of potential communication.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, before I would have been able to talk to that tree.
Mm.
And now I can't in the same way. I can appreciate it, I can love it, but
Okay, well, I want you to give the tree your voice and just listen to what the tree wants to say to you.
Just a little bit more third person on that, like it misses me. The tree misses me.
Mm-hmm.
The tree misses us. And it understands that what we did gave it freedom or gave it life. It is to allow it, trust it, to be as it wants to be in relation to the planet and not become a creation guided by the wizardy Santa Claus dude.
Mm-hmm. So by breaking that bond, the tree has that freedom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say that we didn't know of another way. Like I miss it too.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know of another way to get out of what we'd gotten into.
Mm-hmm.
It's welcoming me.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to staying in its shade.
Mm-hmm.
And eat of its fruit. And as I sit at the base of it in the shade, the bird is still there. It's on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sense like there is still life. Like it's not,
Mm-hmm.
It's just not what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And though we did it, there is still life. There will still be much life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You've moved forward to an important day when something is happening. What do you notice?
I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying, and in that process there's an openness, like to sensations or energy fields that have been closed off for closed off since we did the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a realization that, yeah, I will return to the earth. Like quite literally, energetically, and therefore can like feel the mycelium again. I can feel the earth again. And an awareness in that though, that we're blocked off or separated, like before it would be different, back to more connection with the rest of the cosmos. But no, it's more connection than in the years since we did the thing, and it is just connection here. It's only connection with this planet. There's a softening to that awareness now of like there's really like deeply then connecting with the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now as we will return, we will really, really enter into the
Deeper than before?
yeah, before the consciousness would be here and other places.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's really deep here, like it's because it's all here, so it's really being with this place, coming into this place when we die and then re-emerge and die and re-emerge, or really it's not Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know your name? Not at this time.
No.
Whatever her name is.
Okay, so are you still transitioning to the other side, or have you taken your last breath?
Yes, I have now. I'm in the soil. I am the soil.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now that you're on the other side of that life, from this perspective, what would you say was your motivation in that life? What motivated you?
Love.
Mm-hmm.
Love for life.
Mm-hmm.
Love for, or it's not quite freedom, it's not quite autonomy, it's trust.
Mm-hmm.
Trusting the tree to know how the tree is to be, like trusting life, deep love,
Mm-hmm.
reverence, and trusting of the intelligence that is here to know better for itself than to become part of something that would tell it what to be.
And so what would you say was the main theme of that life then?
That coming to a deep place of knowingness and trust that the intelligence comes from within.
Mm-hmm.
From within that plant, within that seed, within that person, within that animal. It's not, the intelligence does not
Come from the external?
Yeah, it doesn't come from the external. Like the most beautiful expression is from internal knowingness and wisdom of all life. It's not from something that feels it's greater, better. I have a better plan for how everything should be. That is actually entirely self-serving. Because I'm actually really terribly lonely. Trusting the intelligence of each. I see there like little flames, each little bits of soul, of essence, of God consciousness, like whatever the little spark and sparkle is that is in each and every one of us, everything that is alive. That it knows what it needs, what its shape of beauty is, what it,
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, well now let's drift away from that life. Why did you choose that to show her today?
It's real. it's real, and it's a way that had an expression before.
Mm-hmm.
It's real, the communication with all life here,
Mm-hmm.
active, synergistic, nurturing, life-giving, beautiful communication.
Mm-hmm.
And that before already, it's true, there was a time. When the breath of the universe was full. Inhale, exhale. From here to way, way out. Instantly. Delightfully.
And so what does it have to do with her work now, her sound healing work now?
When the higher aspect of the other who is with her client
Mm-hmm.
then is invited to direct the session, she already has had experience, already has skill for that channel to be much more as open all the way to the times that were before. So the higher aspect of the person that she is with, or the people that she is with, can play the whole keyboard, the whole symphony of what it is, what is possible now, from places way beyond this planet. So even as the embodied consciousness of the person may have no sense yet even of their other aspects, the higher self can bring forward from a much bigger place of potential what is to come now, what is to be sounded now.
So is this related to how she was communicating with the cosmos in that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not just that, but she also has experience from other lifetimes in other places. But that lifetime here, she had great skill with the bridge between the cosmos and this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Great skill in hearing, fine hearing. I'd say perfect pitch. She had perfect pitch from cosmos to planet. This planet.